Boo! So because I'm very excited about the upcoming Water Guild War, I wanted to make a quick video talking about water as an element, mostly in regards to the upcoming banners and how that could affect us directly, both in high level and also in res vulgar stuff. I went around and asked a lot of primal water players what they think of the elements currently and what they would want. So I would like to thank all of them for giving me their opinions and talking with me because it was a lot of fun, and overall making this is a lot of fun. This video is meant just to talk about those things and make some predictions. It's not really meant to be a rant or to beg against for some things. I know they will probably surprise us, but I'm just too excited, so I wanted to make a video. And also this is a bit of an exercise for me in speaking English, because this helps me talk at length about a subject that passionates me. So I think it's pretty useful for that as well, because I would like to fix my accent a little. So to go into it immediately, the first thing that was brought up the most to me when I asked players about their thoughts on the elements was the state of water in Versusia specifically, and how it is a little lacking. And I agree a lot, because I think we need a new, more modern charge attack character. I think Sylvia was a step in the right direction, but we need something more. To explain precisely what my issue is, it's mostly the fact we don't do as much damage as the other elements currently. We can do a lot of damage, but we have to use Endira, and I think Endira lacks in survivability compared to another option like Chichiri, which I really like Chichiri in Versusia. I think she was meant to be a Versusia unit, and she fills that role really well, but she does lack damage compared to Endira, especially since with Endira, because she gives 100% crit as a buff, you can run more offensive options like Schrodinger's in your grid. Meanwhile, with Chichiri, you can't do that. Even for the first team, I think we don't do a lot of damage, and personally when I play before Jodo, I don't move a lot because I think I don't contribute enough. And I think the main issue with that first team is Katoru, because outside of his skill clicks, he doesn't do a lot of damage. He's not a charge attack unit. He doesn't support that play style. And so if there was a unit that had to be replaced for Versusia as a raid for water, I think he would be the first to go. Because right now he feels a lot like a placeholder. He has a lot of skill clicks, he has damage skills, he has debuffs which help with omens. All of this helps with omens, but I think it could be easily replaced if we had a better option. I've seen some teams run Summer Fidial instead of him, and those teams are nice to play, but also I'm not a big fan of Summer Fidial because we could have a better option. She's a bit old, and she also self-inflicts a damage over time buff, and that has caused me issues in the past. So I think we could have a better option than those two. Meanwhile, Haselia is in a good spot. I don't think she is a detriment to the team or anything, but I think at least with Transcendence she will get unworldly charge attack, which will help a lot considering she double charge attacks. And I think maybe she could get more buffs related to generating charge bar or supporting charge attack overall, which will help a lot. That is something I am looking forward to. And on the topic of Evokers and Transcendence, I think Maria Furiza has the potential to become a good field units with Transcendence. So that is something I'm looking forward to as well. I don't think it will happen in the early stages, considering she's one of the first units to get a Transcendence, but I think she has good potential. That is something I am excited for as well. And Yadima, I think she's perfect in that team, even if she's supposed to be a normal attack character, but she works very well in charge attack because she has an unworldly charge attack. She has a nuke after her charge attack, which deals a lot of hits. And she even has the self-tag effect, which I think is something that is very useful for a charge attack team in a raid where there are omens that ask you to triple attack. Or even in the first team sometime, I will not have enough bar to charge attack consistently. And using that will help me charge attack. She also has very good defensive buffs. In the past, when the raid came out, I used to use her on the second team, and she was very good there as well. Instead of Indira or Chichiri, I used Yaima, and I switched once I got Chichiri because the armored effect is very good for surviving. For the second team, as I said, I think we could use a newer charge attack unit. I do think Fiora will be the first to get replaced, but either Vajra or Indira could have their spots taken if we get a very good unit for charge attack, because Vajra is very useful for this team. She gives charge bar gain, she gives good charge attack support buffs for damage. She has a nuke on her charge attack. She has double strike, which is very good for triple attack omens or to deal with foot. But I think she's a bit old. I don't think she will be the first to get replaced on the second team, but she could. Her charge attack reactivation is also not consistent, which has caused a bit of issues when trying to proc Versusia or when trying to trigger Sylvia's passive, which Indira does more consistently, but I think Indira is purely a damage character, a damage and support character, so I think she could also be replaced. I don't see Sylvia being replaced at all, obviously because she's our newer unit made for this raid, but Indira and Vajra, I'm not sure which one I would see replaced first. I used to say that it was going to be Indira, definitely, because she doesn't bring survivability, but I got her this anniversary and I've been playing her a lot, and I don't think it's as much of an issue. It definitely is an issue, but I don't think it's as big, and she does provide a lot of damage because her charge attack reactivation is much more consistent. She has the damage after charge attacks, so she's very useful. The last thing I want to talk about for Versusia is Shishio, the main weapon we use in the raid. I had originally written part of this before Anniversary and before they announced Transcendence, so I had made ideas for a rebalance, but now I think that can be just part of its Transcendence. And my idea was that we could get something related to the skill 1 effect it has, something that maybe cuts the skill 1 cooldown either on chain burst or charge attack, because I played Hexa solo on Earth with Onmyoji, and using the dagger main hand that cuts the skill cooldowns made it very easy to loop Onmyoji skills, which felt very good, and I think Shisho could benefit a lot from this. Even if it's just the skill 1 on Onmyoji, that skill 1 is very useful in high level because you get to charge attack twice and you also get to triple attack twice, so it's very useful for clearing triple attack omens, for clearing foot, because you get 2 triple attacks, you just need 1 from either Vajra or Sylvia. And overall it's just a strong skill, you also get the debuffs and the dispel. So getting that skill more often would help a lot, both for DPT and also just for overall moving, because it's very easy to get stuck. Sometimes I get foot too often in a row and I just can't move anymore. So that's it for Versusia. That's all I had to say basically. And now I wanted to talk about our potential units, mainly the Green Knight. I had originally written this a long time ago, so my guess was that we will get the Violet Knight instead, but he left. I don't know where he went after he showed up in the event. He just up and dipped, so we can cut that guy out of the picture, which makes me kind of happy. I'm not the biggest fan of the Violet Knight. He would have been cool, but I'm not the biggest fan. But I think Green Knight is generally going to be water, and if she is, I expect her proficiencies to be something like saber gun or katana gun, because she has her cannon arm, which of course for Res Velger would be nice. So I do want that to happen. I'm sorry, Wind players, but I do want that to happen. And if she is, well, since she's going to be a Grand, I expect her to have a weapon with Death Strike. Well, not that I expect her to, but that is what I think would be the best case scenario, because I think we are reaching a stage with Res Velger where we want to push out Haselia. We don't want to have to kill someone to bring in Haselia. So it would be nice to have that side of echoes from a weapon so that we can run something else on Opus, something other than Falsehood. We could run Extremity. So my prediction for Green Knight is that she's going to be a normal attack focused character, and that she would be good for Res Velger. I had originally written this as if her weapon was going to be a version of Heldenheim, but ever since we got Walfried with his weapon, that is also very good. So I think it could be something closer, either closer to that or closer to Heldenheim, or something new entirely, but just with Death Strike. Obviously they can't make it too close to either, because Warfried's weapon has the normal attack supplemental damage, which we have on Rightkeeper, and Heldenheim has the other Exalto skills. However, we can't get both of them for Res Velger, because the ones we didn't get are Death Strike and NA Amp, but Res Velger already caps NA Amp. So I think my best guess is it would be something new. Meanwhile, for our seasonals, I expect them to be either Eustace or Alia, because Eustace has relationships to other society members that have water alts right now, and Alia because of Folia and hypothetically the Green Knight. However, I don't know what to make of what their kits could be, because Eustace has always been a charge attack focused character, but I'm not sure if they're going to continue on that road. We can't know, obviously. And Arya, she has been a charge attack focused character in the past, so I could maybe think, okay, I had to go check on her wind alt as well. Yes, Alia is very much a charge attack focused character. She has been on both her appearances, so yeah, I would expect them to continue on that route. However, as I said, we can't know. Sometimes they do decide to change things up with those characters. And that's about it for what I had to say for this video. If you watched until the end, thanks a lot. I had a lot of fun doing this. I don't think it's something I will do often, but I might do it again if I have an idea for something I want to talk about. I will make another video like this. Otherwise, I will probably be streaming my Spark for Green Night or whichever summer or Yukata units there are, if they are water. So that is something to look forward to as well. Thank you.